it doesn't have to be this hard. I want you to remember that. Whenever you're going through really difficult times, maybe you're looking for that breakthrough, or it just feels like you're grinding, like you're trying really, really hard to get your business to another level. It just feels like an uphill battle. We all feel that. Well, I'm here to tell you that there's what's called a quantum leap, a breakthrough, and it really comes down to alignment. As you know, here on the Built on Referrals podcast, we talk about how to build a modern business on a timeless foundation, which is that of relationships. And all too often I see in today's world, people spending so much time on automating this, automating that, integrating AI, when in reality, if they would just lean into the talents they've already been given, their business would start to fly. Now, I'm a fan of technology. I really am. I believe that it has a place. And I believe that those that ignore it will be left behind. But you should not be embracing it to where you're forgetting where you're actually really strong. Now, let me share with you a really interesting story. My son will be 18 here in a couple weeks. And he's been a runner ever since he was young, like a really talented runner, like qualifies, at top few placers at districts. And he's always worked so hard at that. Well, this past year, he had a bit of a heartbreak. He was winning the 800-meter dash at districts on his way to qualify for state. And his body just collapsed like 20 meters before the end of the race. Heartbreaking. Not only did he get up skinned and bruised, but his pride was just right in front of home audience. It was districts at home meet, all his friends and family there, just watched him crash and burn. Our heart just broke for him in that moment. Well, he's off to a good start this year. He'll probably qualify for state again. But all the while he's been grinding it out, really trying to get to that next level in running, my wife, who, by the way, was a state champion triple jumper, said to him, "Corbin, you really should do the high jump. Like, I feel like you've got really good hops." And he's like, "Mom, I'm not a jumper. I'm a runner." And she finally convinced him. Now, keep in mind, this last night was his last home meet as a senior. He still has a handful of additional meets, but he tried the high jump, okay? Now, he actually tried it the night before in practice. So very first time ever doing high jump. And he comes home and he said, "Mom, you're not going to believe how much I jumped, like how high I jumped." Keep in mind, this is a kid who's 6 feet tall and has never high jumped before. She said, "I don't know, 5'2"? He said, "No, I cleared 6 feet." She's like, "You what? You cleared 6 feet?" He said, "Yeah, and my form looked like a backwards cannonball, like not ideal for height." And we were curious to see, just see this in real life. Sure enough, like the guy does high jump and clears 6'1¼ inches in his first meet. He's now positioned at 7th in the state after doing high jump for 24 hours. And the whole lesson is he's been absolutely given his heart and soul to running for years. And he's a good runner, much of it because he's just put in the work. And within a matter of a few hours, he decided to find alignment with where some talents are that others could see. And everything just got so much easier. And here's the lesson that I hope we're all taking away from this, is that it doesn't have to be as hard as maybe we're feeling right now. Now, that doesn't mean to say that it's always going to be a downhill glide, because it's not. There will be challenging times in every business. But if you feel like you've been grinding it out for a long time, I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that hard. Let me kind of parlay this in with another story. I was invited by my local church congregation to teach the young men about how to advance their career at an early age. It was kind of like career night, right? I got to talk about what I get to do for a living. And in that process, I shared with them the concept that if you have the right network, all of the doors will open. If you actually spend the time to go curate at their age a network and listen and learn from bright people, that you will have endless opportunities in front of you. And that is true for all of us too. Sometimes we're trying so hard to get somewhere, but we're trying all by ourselves, right? We're not actually collaborating with other people. There are other people that have all the network and all the connection, and all the influence that we need. And if we would just go open up that one door, it would make everything else easier. Meanwhile, over here, we're shining up for every bell and whistle, AI, this, automate that. Again, some of those may have a place in your business, but if you'll just spend the time to go back to building relationships, opening doors for other people, looking to have other people open doors for you, work in a very collaborative manner, I think you're going to have a quantum leap experience like my son did, no pun intended. Like where you're actually going to be able to clear 6 feet in your first meet. Like you're going to be like, holy cow, I didn't know it could be this easy.
I have a quick question for you. Are you capturing the referral opportunities that are already within reach, or are you letting them slip through the cracks? Take 2 minutes at builtonreferrals.com/referral score. You'll get a referral score out of 100, quick steps to improve, and we'll send you a copy of the Upstream model, both a digital copy and an audio version. Go to builtonreferrals.com/referral score.
So go back to the basics of what are the key relationships in my life. Let me cultivate them. Let me spend time actually calling somebody, taking someone out for a coffee meeting versus trying to spend a week trying to set up some new thing that acts as if it's you. Like, just go be you. Go sit down with people, build relationships, and watch those doors start to open. Again, it doesn't have to be this hard. My son's example is a key illustration of that. Of like, just get in alignment with where your talents are at, which if you're listening to this podcast is like highly likely is in the relationship space. So go build the right relationships and watch doors unfold and watch you get your business to new heights. Thanks for tuning in.